So as far as looking for a contractor, because I know for myself, I mean, I've done a lot of different home projects throughout the years, and even just for everybody out there, what tips can you offer to the market in general as far as that are the three most important questions or the most important tips that you can offer where it kind of guides people in the right direction on how to select that right contractor?
I would say licensing would be number one. If they're doing your roof, make sure they have a roofing license.
Right.
If they're doing solar, they have a solar license. If they're doing windows, make sure they either have a window contractor's license or a general contractor's license or a building contractor's license.
And it will specify the type of license.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every contract should have their licenses on there.
Okay.
So if you get a contract and that license doesn't cover your roof, I would definitely question it, because at the end of the day, who do you go after when the guy you're signing the contract with is not the contractor pulling the permit? Absolutely. So you want to make sure. That would be tip number one. Tip number two, check reviews. Obviously, if somebody's got a 1-star review, it's somebody that has a lot of problems with customers. Right. It's very hard to find somebody with a 5-star, but if somebody's between a 4 and 5-star, they're a good contractor. Yeah. And lastly, I would say the length of time in business. Obviously, we've been in business 25 years. We have to be doing something right because we've been in business this long. And somebody that's been in business 1 year hasn't worked out the bugs. We've learned the hard way. We've been through recessions. We've been through mistakes and problems, and we've learned the hard way. And that's how we've gotten it right.
And that's a great point, because the thing is, in construction, things can go wrong. It's not necessarily reflective on who's doing the work and who's doing the job, but it's more so a matter of how people rebound, what they do to really resolve the issues. Because at the end of the day, that's not what defines a contractor. The response is most important. And as you mentioned, I mean, I've known you for so many years, and just being able to, and having the knowledge on personal experience says so much, because, it's not your first time probably seeing something that may happen in the course of a project.
Yeah.
So when looking at, South Florida is a big place. There's a lot of people here. I mean, tell us, where do you service? If somebody wants to work with you in particular, what's your service areas?
We go from the Keys to Port St. Lucie. We service the East Coast. That's where we mainly sell. We do some in the West Coast. We do Naples, Fort Myers area. Yep. We have offices in Miami, and we have a new office in Boynton Beach, so that we can service the East Coast very well. And on the West Coast, we send our guys back and forth, and we actually have a sales rep that lives on the West Coast. Great. So it helps us service that area.
And kind of just diving right into products in particular, because the thing is, I mean, when looking at home improvement products and, whether it's windows or doors, there's so much variation, there's so many different styles for homes. Tell us a little bit about the types of products that are represented, in the impact window and door market.
Well, that market has grown. Well, when this market started, all you had was a casement, a single hung and horizontal roller, right, and a couple doors. Now we're putting in windows that are 12, 14 foot tall and one piece of glass. We're doing bifolding doors. We're doing pivot doors. We're doing full radius doors. Wow. And the same casements, single hungs and horizontal rollers and picture windows, architectural shapes. So pretty much if you can draw it, we can make it happen. Everything is custom made, made to order, and CGI, PGT, Windor, they're really good about customizing custom homes and making windows work for particular projects.
Any application. That was actually going to be one of my questions, because when looking at all different types of homes, there's a lot of older homes obviously down here in South Florida that need to install impact windows and doors, but also there's so much new construction, and there's so many different styles of construction. Tell us as far as how like product selection. What are the steps when it comes to selecting product, finding the right style, and is there much of a difference when it comes to kind of installing into an existing home versus custom home?
Well, I mean, we do a lot of retrofit to existing homes. We pretty much interview the homeowner and see what their needs are. Some people have a budget in mind, so we're not going to sell them casement windows. We may go to a horizontal rolling window or a single hung window because of budget. Right. Other homeowners are concerned about energy efficiency, so we'll sell them low E on their glass. We have insulated glass, and we have vinyl windows. We have all different applications to help the homeowner with energy efficiency. We have homeowners that are concerned about security. Right. Most impact windows are going to be secure. I don't know if you ever see on the news, they'll show somebody getting broken into. Most of the times when they break the window and they see it's impact glass, they're going on to the next home. Right. So burglar resistance is huge.
Great deterrent.